Alright, that is fixed. I don't even know. Lots of a little bit of scuff here. Mars will be joining us shortly. But I have to fix all my sounds. Because there's a lot of, there we go. Hello, Mason. Welcome. Yeah, so, really sad news. My headphones died. I'm so sad. And died is a strong word. They just stopped, like, wanting to connect with my computer for some reason. And they've been having, like, this ringing noise during, like, sound canceling for a long time that just, you know, kept getting worse and worse and worse. And now I have purchased myself new headphones. However, they don't come till tomorrow, which I forgot about. So we're using different headphones, which sound weird to me, but shouldn't sound any weird to you guys. Because I have a mic, and that is unaffected by the headphones. But how are you, Mason? How is your week going? I'm really feeling it being the beginning of the week this week. I don't know what it is, but I'm dying. However, Dylan did give me my Valentine's Day gift early, which is a big box of truffles. So I am a little better. A shitty day? I'm sorry about your shitty day, Mason, but I'm feeling it too. I'm feeling the ugh. I don't know what it is today, but it just kind of ugged today. I don't even know what that truffle was. Fudge swirl. Pretty good. Pretty tasty. It seems like today, Tuesday, is a busy day for everybody. Ooh. Does Ori work on the comic? Or does Ori work on the Valentine's Day thing? I think Ori works on the comic. Ori can line and talk. Even though she does it in the third person like a weirdo. Because I'm a weirdo. Alrighty. What did I... Oh, yesterday, me and the foreman of the job I was at we each almost had a heart attack because we're like in the road, right? And we're doing all of the stuff you need to do gas line work. And suddenly this woman shouts and we see this wheelchair just rolling off into the road, and we were like, oh my god. No, everything's not working for me today. And but thankfully there was the person whose wheelchair who normally sits in that wheelchair was currently walking, so there was no person in the wheelchair, and there was no words. There was no things that I can't manage to say. I can't manage to say anything. No car hit the wheelchair either, so that was good. But it was certainly a harrowing moment of like, oh my god. Hello, PCM. How was your day? I hope it wasn't also shitty. It seems like we're on a... It seems so funny. The weather was kind of nice, though, for me. Like, it wasn't, like, bad weather. Which normally, like, normally deals with the day. You know? Oh, well, besides that, we're just moving on. Oh, I'm sorry, PCM. I'm sorry that we have to just move on from that. Life, yeah, I'm feeling the life right now. I was feeling good at like the very beginning of February, but now I'm just kind of like, ugh. Busy. I like literally just finished the dub that comes out tomorrow, like right before stream. So we're definitely a little on a tight timeline with those. I hope to hopefully... You may have heard us mention we do plan on a hiatus a little soon from regular content, mostly just so we can get a little backlog going again. But then I hope to be able to sort of have a little more backlog on the dub, because the dub technically, it has a baby backlog, and what I mean by that is that it's sort of like every time I make a dub video, it's actually 2 dub videos, just by the nature of how the content is made. But at one point it was 3, and that was really nice. But otherwise that means that there's really not a lot of backlog. Oh, even more unsettling. Ooh, we've been working on some Polaroid minis. Ooh, we have to show those off. It also was very dry today. I don't know why it was so dry today. It was very dry today. And that was not good. I didn't like how dry it was when I came back home in my room. So, that was not a fun time. But what else? I'm trying to convince my parents to get a dog. Convince is a strong term. My mom really, really wants a dog, and she's wanted another dog for a while. We have a dog. Her name is Riley. You've probably seen her in the pet channel of the Discord, the Pet Cafe. But she's old, and she was more my dog. And so mom has wanted another dog, but my dad's like, no, we want to travel. But they're getting a camper. So, like, they could travel with a dog. So, I'm trying to convince my mom to just get a dog. They gotta just get a dog. I want to see another dog. The more cute puppers in your life, the better. Oh, I have to change that. You can no longer get the posters signed. Ooh, a cat. Very nice. I would totally have a cat. I personally, I just don't want to deal with a litter box. I don't know why that's so much worse than, like, picking up dog poop, but it just, for me it is. I've lived with cats and dogs. But I've never lived with a cat where I had to take care of the cat, because I was very, very young. What the heck? That's interesting. But, Dylan is very allergic and not the biggest fan of cats. I also just don't think he's interacted with very many cats. You know, cats are like you really gotta have them with you. Have them warm up to you. But, Mars obviously has a cat. You've heard her on stream before. But I would totally have a cat. Dylan's just not a cat person. Ooh. Very nice PCM. I love the Polaroids. I love the sass in the Polaroid ones. But my biggest thing now is I get to name my car, which I'm excited about. And I might have to make myself one of those Subaru stickers. Because honestly, I'm like vibing with it. It's pretty funny. I would make my own though, just because, you know, I have a Cricut, so it's not difficult to cut out my own sort of Subaru design sticker. I want that, and then whatever my car's name is. I don't know. I'm really leaning towards Admiral. I don't know. Just feels the vibe. But like I have a bunch of like ideas of how I want the logo to look, so Admiral might be the way to go. But you know, we won't know until I get the car, get a feel for the car. Ooh. And the interior of the car is black, so that goes with Admiral as well. What's the genus and species of the blue Admiral butterfly? I didn't even look that up. Canisca canis. Canisca canis. That's not bad. Canisca? Oh, there's a ton of subspecies as well. Admiral is good. It's just a good name. What about Canisca? I don't like Canisca. Canny is kind of cute. There's so many subspecies. Viridis, Pericana, Maliniana, Haronica, Drillin, Drillon. I have Dylan, and then I'll name my card Drillin. I would not do that. Canace is kind of cute. Oh, you did PCM? Now I have to check that out. Ooh. Aww. Aww. Oh. Alive blanking. Polaroid is so cute. Oh, he's great. I love him. Oh, he's such a bro. I'm so sad that we don't get a live Polaroid. Well, he wasn't Polaroid, he was Polaris, I think. I'm trying to remember. And she wasn't Andromeda. I'm trying to remember what her name was. Hers wasn't as, like, star themed, if I remember correctly. Nope, I'm blanking. Yeah, tell me. I'm not remembering her name. It's not coming to me. Polaris and Polaroid I got, but Alexia. Alexia. Okay. There it is. I mean, is that a star thing that I'm just unaware of, or that's just a name? Not as far as you can know. Okay. That was not your intention when naming her that. It's just a fun name, which is a vibe, you know. It is a good name. I love the name. If anybody ever read the books, the Aragorn books, the Aragon, not Aragorn, Aragon books, the Dragon Rider one. Aragorn, not Lord of the Rings. They, brain die. Reboot, Ori. Oh, there's a character and her name is I'm pretty sure her name is Aria, just like the person in our chat. Hello, Orville. Yes, Aragon. Just like the person in our chat, Aria, who has been around. But I always pronounced it Araya, and I liked that. Yes, please reboot your Ori. Sometimes the Ori has, I don't even know. It's like, at least the weather where I am was very not blah, but it's such a blah day. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it was nice weather. It wasn't warm, but it wasn't rainy, and we had blue skies, and it was, you know, pretty nice. But yeah, I don't know. Just really wasn't, the vibes were off today. I think the vibes were off because Ori really wanted to sketch, and then she just didn't get to, which is sad. But sometimes life goes that way. The bleh, yeah, the bleh. The bleh. I remember, I think my first, like, experience with the saying, like, what a brain, like, that a, like, brain fart, like, that specific, like, idiom or whatever you want to call it, turn of phrase, was from Shark Boy and Lava Girl. So many, like brainstorm, brain freeze, brain fart, like, all of that in that one battle that they have. See, okay, is it sad? Does anybody remember, like, the main character's name? I don't remember his name. I can remember what he looks like, but I cannot remember his name for the life of me. Was the bully's name, like, Lionel or something? I feel like that was the bully's name. Lionel. You know something I find really difficult? It took me a while to get to a point where I can, like, be confident about drawing other characters, like animated or comic characters, in my art style. But it's a whole nother thing to try and draw, like, real actors in, like, your art style. I do okay with Yasker, but that's really it. He's the only one I've kind of tried. Everybody else is a character. Also, okay, this is interesting. So with sort of the Valentine's Day extra art that I've been slowly working on, I specifically didn't use the little, like, 3D models, because while they are useful, and I don't think they're cheating, and I don't think anyone should consider them cheating, because, like, it still takes a lot of time and effort to, like, pose them the way that you want as well, to then use them. I think they're really, really good for, like, when you have multiple characters and you want to keep, like, the sizes consistent in different perspectives. Well, if you feel that way, I don't know which one you're talking about, but, you know, sometimes we just have chill nights. I don't know who the funnier one is, but we're just kind of chilling today. So, not going for the jokes, going for the relaxed vibes. I think our most funny is specifically in the videos. I don't try too hard to make jokes. Welcome back, PCM. What is your food of choice this evening? This evening. Shrimp and mashed potato. That's an interesting combination, but it is one I have heard about recently. So I was told a story about a guy who apparently snuck in shrimp and instant, like, frozen shrimp and instant mashed potatoes and made them in the bathroom on a plane. Like, why? Why would you do that? Oh, well, I'm glad you like the gameplay videos. That is our most sort of organized sort of experience. David, I don't know, how would you like this to say that? But usually these other stream nights are a little more chillax and chill. Why, thank you. I'm glad you like them. I have a lot of fun making them. We should be having a new... Just David? Alright, just David. I can't believe how long Reunion and Turnabout has, like, gone episode-wise. I didn't realize it took us that long to play through. I'm still editing the videos for that, which is kind of nuts. I think I'm on the last stream we did of it, though. So, very soon. And then I'm excited for the Lost Turnabout redirect. Those are probably... maybe I wouldn't say they're my favorite to edit. I mean, they're, like, really easy to edit, obviously. But I really like getting to draw the thumbnails for them. And the brain fart came back. Oh, and those are ones that I like actively rewatch every once in a while. I was just listening to the Turnabout Goodbyes redirect because I don't know, those just tickle me. Oh, you got the second trilogy? Yeah, well, we're getting there eventually, but actually after this we have to play the investigations game because we're going timeline style. All out of Hero Forge ideas. Come on. Have you made gamer? Can you make gamer streamer noob in Hero Forge PCM? Well, thank you, David. We will certainly do our best.
Hello, hi, hello.
Welcome. Mars is alive, guys. She made it.
I made it.
Is this the funnier one? Or are you talking about Dylan? He doesn't go to these streams. Yeah, you missed the entire Noob update.
I did?
Yeah,
oh, man.
I know, how terrible.
Oh,
hello,
I'm so bummed.
Yes, briefly, David here, who just recently found our Ace Attorney content, was talking about how they
welcome,
just
David.
Bought, the second trilogy. Oh, so it is Mars. Look at that. You're the funnier one, Mars.
Oh, you think I'm funny? Oh my gosh, thank you. Could somebody tell my parents that, please? No, I'm kidding.
Save the screenshot of chat.
You know I should! Look, Dad, someone thinks I'm funny! Nah, I kid.
So is the funny lawyer guy. Oh,
good
wow, it's
to
just
see
me.
Everybody.
I'm the ringmaster. I'm not allowed to be funny. I have to keep
Ori,
these two in line.
You run the circus. You need to control the clowns.
Exactly.
So
that's the secret.
Especially when we gang up on you with innuendos.
I actually was just editing a video where Dylan like didn't make a joke, okay, and not an innuendo joke, just like a very classic Dylan joke.
Oh, and I thought it was an innuendo.
No. The game made the joke then for him.
Afterwards.
Oh, okay, and
shit! I think I remember that actually.
So he's like, I was showing some restraint by not making the joke, and both you and I, and this is the insight of all of the Dylan chaos after this. Now I gotta tell you, because then literally we're both like, show no restraint. There's no restraint here. Like, just go off. Don't show any restraint. So I think we dug our own grave there.
The can of worms that was unleashed.
Yeah, really though.
Was
Goblin
insane.
Mode unlocked.
Goblin
a new
mode
challenger has arrived.
Indeed.
Goblin Mode Dylan.
He said, "Here, hold my hat."
Yes, hold my horns.
Hold my horns.
He doesn't have a T avatar, so he can't say hold his T. Day. Probably never one day. And that's a lot of work for something he almost never shows up to. Basically never shows up to. So he will probably never ever have a T avatar.
He will live on as Lawyer Man.
He will be a Lawyer Man.
Lawyer Man. Dun, 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 dun. You can tell I'm losing my mind.
Let's hope I don't
tonight.
get bogged on the head by it. Yes, no. Well, I don't think that we'll have any weird proposals going on that I'll have to protect my, I guess, daughter Mars from. I don't know. I don't know where else it would be going. Otherwise, I would have to. Well, Pastry Puff's saying that since I'm the ringmaster, let's hope I don't get bonked on the head by a magician's bust, because that's what happened to Barry. The Big Berry Circus. The Berry Big Circus? No, the Big Berry Circus. Yeah, the Big Berry Circus.
I thought it was the Berry Big Circus.
No, it's specifically not the Berry Big Circus, I recall. We really wanted it to be the... Yeah, exactly.
Too easy.
We really wanted it to be the Berry Big Circus, but it's the Big Berry Circus. We kept, like, having a problem trying to say it.
We kept Mandela affecting ourselves. That was the problem.
And so, So yeah, so I'm saying that there's no chance of me getting bonked on the head because I wouldn't have a daughter that the rest of the circus is like fighting over to marry way too young and thus have weird love triangle lion accidents. And yeah. So we're all good there.
No weird love triangle lion accidents for us. Thank you.
No pepper allowed near the lions. I feel like we
Yes.
learned our lesson from that one.
Don't bring pepper near the kitties. Don't
Yes.
sprinkle pepper in people's scarves. This is a PSA.
I feel like you can sprinkle pepper in people's scarves as long as they're not going to be near lions, you know?
Well, then that was just dumb because she knew he would be near a lion.
Oh yeah, but she was dumb in general, so.
That is very true. The context may help a little bit.
Yeah, but there's a lot of context, honestly, Ross, so you know.
Ooh.
Yes, exactly, David.
World News Binge. Roval, why would you do that to yourself?
Yeah, I pay as little
attention. Don't get me wrong. Being informed, very important. But
I filter,
oh boy, is it depressing.
This is
the
my
doom
trick,
scrolling
guys.
is real.
This is my trick. I filter all current event information through my own personal Dylan first. Okay? Because at very least, there is always a humorous lilt to his speech when talking about this stuff. So it makes it a little less day ruining, you know?
Damn, I need me a service like that.
Yeah, I know, right? You just you got to get your own personal Dylan. He can only do it so much, you know.
But, understandable.
Yeah. That's the. You shrimply do not think at all. I mean, you know, that's a vibe too. I specifically don't look for news, you know.
See, sometimes I can't help it because the artists I follow just post about news, or my friends post about news, and then I can't.
Yeah, honestly, you have like made me aware of more things, Mars, than I think most other.
Sorry, Ori.
I'll forgive you.
Guys, I'm traumatizing Ori. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you didn't color his tail. That's what it is.
That was his tail?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's such a faint line. I couldn't see it.
It's okay. I'm like sitting here. I'm like, what is this? What is this line? I don't understand what this line. I've figured out what the line is.
I had no idea what that line was when I saw it the first time. I was like, it must be part of the boat somehow.
You were in a Eurovision binge. I mean, I guess you can start, you know, one way and devolve into terribleness. I mean, that's how most like internet trysts sort of go.
It's a pattern sometimes.
Yeah.
But I can't believe I forgot his tail.
Very interesting there, Roval, yes. Yeah, you forgot his tail, Mars. How could you? Horrible flatter.
I know.
I know. The worst. Guys, I pay her too much for this.
She really does.
I can't believe.
Although I did give her an AU recently.
That would be hilarious, amazing. Yes, sadly I have not gotten to fully read it yet.
That'd be hysterical.
But I did get the first little... I read the little synopsis and I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. Literally, I finished
I basically... So, sorry, Ori.
It's okay.
I just want to explain to chat first how important this was to me. I have a backlog of written presents to give to Ori because for her birthday, I promised an Outcast Demon AU. And then for Christmas, I promised a Randy Cunningham Got Stanked AU.
Which is also one of those weird contexts.
I still had to work on. So this weekend I was like, okay, we gotta finish this. Like, I literally had what you currently have like typed out since I think I think October, because I just really got in the spooky season for that one, and it really fit the Demon AU vibe.
Yep.
Like, I knew it was gonna come. I knew it was gonna be late. I'm gonna be better about that. But
It's okay. I won't hold it
uh,
against you. Okay, you
thank
know,
you.
I
What a
won't hold a
kind
grudge.
benefactor.
I know.
What what a
I'm the
forgiving,
best
kind
boss.
benefactor. She is the best boss, you guys. Look at this best boss. I need to get her a best boss mug to just sip out of. Write it on her teacup.
Sip my tea out of it.
Put it on the nameplate.
So yeah, David. Oh, thank you for the cookies, Roval. Yeah, so as
Thank
Pastry
you for
Puff said,
baking.
we plan to play literally every single Ace Attorney game in chronologic order. Hello, Shally.
Oh,
Shally?
Shally.
However
Or
you would like
Shally,
to
welcome.
let us know. Or
Yes, please.
Dania, whichever you'd like. Let us know. But hello.
How would you like to be referred?
And my brain died.
That's okay. Happens
Yeah,
to the best of
so
us.
in chronological order, so that means Investigations 1 and 2, and then the Apollo trilogy, and then out of chronological order because they're literally completely like different, like separate timeline. You know, they're like way in the past. Do the Great Ace Attorney.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, because there was no way I was going to play the Great Ace Attorney first. You know, like that doesn't seem like the right way to do it.
No, it just doesn't seem right because by that point they would have refined the mechanics. The stories probably would have gotten a lot more hoopty-loopty because it was made later. So it makes sense to do it in the order that we chose.
The remaster like just came out like a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
I think so, yeah.
Something like that.
It was pretty recent.
So Athena actually is in the second game of the second trilogy. I've learned she is not in the original Apollo Justice game at all. She doesn't come till Dual Destinies, I think it is.
So sad.
I don't know what year of like actual world time that is. Randy Cunningham though, David. Yes, we like
yes.
We do like Randy.
We watched it, I think, a year ago at this point.
Yeah, probably. I watched it because I wanted... Honestly, I kept trying to watch Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and just could not get into it like I wanted to. You know, there's so many artists that I follow that are like, it's okay.
I will be honest, I'm just going to skip to season 2 and I'm going to enjoy Sayu as Donnie. Like, that is what I'm here for.
And, yeah, really though. I'm just like, I just couldn't do it, and I just couldn't get into it. But then I saw Randy Cunningham, and I was like, okay, let me try. Like, this one looks kind of fun. Let me try it. And honestly, it's such a vibe. And I then watched the whole thing, and then I'm like, Mars, we gotta watch this.
Such a time capsule of a show too. Like,
have fun with Hans.
What a
Sell
parody.
him high from me,
so
Robo.
good. Yes, hi to Hans.
And Drow, if Drow is there for this one. I don't know what they're doing
Oh my
today.
gosh, I feel like I haven't seen them in forever. Jeez.
But yeah, so we like Randy.
Yes, very much.
Randy's a boy.
We binged. It was a beautiful binge. And I think Randy is played by the same guy who did Sonic the Hedgehog, so
yes, we did
bonus
confirm that.
there.
Yeah.
Like, Sonic is great. How could Randy not be amazing?
But yeah, it's just, you know, it's just a really fun little, like, you want something to watch, like, that you don't have to get invested in.
Low stakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, because, guys, we watch Jujutsu Kaisen, we watch Demon Slayer, we watch things that rip our hearts out. We need some mindless antics every once in a while.
Exactly.
Otherwise, our hearts would be just mush on the ground.
Okay, why is this not working? How I want it to work.
That is the question.
It is indeed
ultimate question.
The question.
Ugh.
So, Mars, let me know when you start doodling your dudes again.
Oh, yes, yes. I am just setting up.
Yes, I know. Yes, for those who don't know, I am the artist for our comic Outcast, and Mars is the writer. And then Mars also does the flat colors, and I do the rest. And
So for our, well, not our anniversary, but Outcast anniversary,
yes,
which for everyone new here, Ori and I make a web comic called Outcasts. It has some fun characters in it. It's got themes of found family, acceptance of others, acceptance of yourself, good vibes all around. It features pirates and animal human hybrids, which we both think are fun, and we think you'll think are fun too. Um, but yes, we celebrated our comics 1 year anniversary last week. And as a little fun thing to do, Ori and I did a role reversal. So instead of me writing the script, she wrote me a little script. Instead of her drawing the lines, it was me drawing the lines. And unfortunately, I ran out of time drawing the lines. So I am still halfway through that. And my plan was to finish tonight.
hopefully.
So I also need to pull up your little script that you gave me.
So the release schedule for the comic on Webtoon, Ross, is every other Monday. So there wasn't one yesterday. There will be one next week.
Yes.
So that's the schedule, every other Monday. The dub comes out every single Wednesday. It's nearly every day on whatchamahoo's Instagram. The best way to see Ross, I don't know if anybody does have a Discord and hasn't joined the Discord, I will say the best sort of scheduling, we have our whole schedule sort of in the scheduling chat. Hold on. Is that it? There it is. So yeah, so in the scheduling channel, you can see sort of everything. It says entry 5, page 3, entry 5, page 4. So it tells you what's coming out. Also gives you the Ko-fi stuff, the dub stuff, and then of course it has our stream schedule as well. So yes, that's our schedule.
And I think I'll have to double check if our Monday stuff came out on the Ko-fi.
It did. I put it up.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah, I did that.
I was
like,
sitting there
Sunday
today
night.
and I was like, oh crap.
Yeah. I meant to tell you, but I literally was just like, I just have to do it. It's just it's
Or
getting
you're
done.
just gonna let me sit in suspense and
I'm
agony?
sorry. I did it.
How dare.
Why did you not update Stream Elements? You can't get it signed. Very weird.
Okay.
But yes, we do have the posters. They are printed.
Yes.
And they will be shipping soon.
Will
but
be
Amazon
soon.
screwed up my order of mailers.
Oh, no.
And they sent me completely not what I ordered.
What the hell did they send you?
So I was supposed to get rigid brown mailers that were like 9 by 11.5 or something like that to fit the 8.5 by 11 ones. And instead, they sent me like little plastic back adhesive things that say like packaging enclosed, right? So you know when they put like your like package information and then they seal it in that like little plastic thing and then they stick it on your package? They sent me those things.
What?
And I like checked that I ordered the right shit and I checked, but they had the wrong sticker on them. Like I could see the sticker and it says like 10 brown mailers, 9 by 11.5. And I was like, Amazon, this is not what I got.
Goddamn lie.
Yeah, really. So sadly, setback there. Expectations for investigations.
Also, my screen is pulled up, so if you wish to share it with the people,
yes, I shall.
I will be drawing the next panel.
I don't see you.
Oh shit!
Sharing.
That's because I forgot to share my screen.
But yes, expectations for investigations. The only thing. I don't really have a lot of expectations. Yes, I do see it now. I don't have a lot of expectations for it, I guess, in that sort of sense.
I thought I had to share it.
Yeah, I know, Mars. How forgetful.
Very.
But... is not doing what I want.
Oh, there it is.
Yes, but not.
Okay. So I'm going to walk everyone through my art process here. So Ori gave me a script where Hotsun, Aster, and Sinnet are, they're kind of hanging out. And Sinnet starts asking about the stars. And Hotsun names all the constellations, and then they chat long into the night. So here's Aster. This is our winged boy. He's next to the fire, he just finished cooking. So there's the fire. Here's our beautiful Hotsun, he's doing his thing. He's sitting on a log, clearly. You can see his braid, very Hotsun. His ahoge, very Hotsun as well. And he has his journal, which has a discount Lemurana in it. Look at that, so cute.
Look at it.
It's so adorable.
But yeah, investigations.
And then, because I was running out of time, we have Stick Aster, who is the happiest he's ever been. I don't think he's even that happy in the comic.
There's
Poking the fire
one
with the stick.
I can think of him smiling, and it's a very, very slight smile.
And then here's Hotsun gazing at the stars,
pointing him out.
Look at the expression. That is the most expressive stick figure I've ever drawn. And now, the next bit of Ori's script says, Sinnet startling Hotsun. Not really. Our navigational skills are quite lacking, so we're gonna need our shark boy. Ori, please
Sushi
continue.
boy.
I'm so sorry I interrupted
It's
you.
It's okay. Sushi boy.
Sushi boy.
I only just recently, I think it was you, Pastry Puff, someone, I can't remember, mentioned how it's like a different play style, and I was like, oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Like, that makes a lot of sense, though. So, literally beyond, oh god, how is that gonna go? I have no expectations. Look at that. Look how good of a memory I have, Pastry Puff. I knew it was you. So yeah, it's definitely like very, very little expectations. I don't say low expectations, because it's not like I think it'll be bad or anything. I think it'll be fun. I mean, I think it'll be hilarious to have more of the Dylan show. I mean, we got a little flavor with Bridge to the Turnabout. So, it's really only up from there. But yeah, I'm just sort of keeping my mind open. We'll see. Mars, do you have any expectations for Ace Attorney Investigations? Hello, Joel and Jim.
I am hoping with Investigations, because it is the Edgeworth show, I'm hoping for a little more insight into Edgeworth's character. Like the little bits of information we got during his moment in the recent Turnabout, like him glaring at the cameras, him glaring at her, like, I don't know, it adds something, and I really appreciate that, because like he's no longer just the man on the other side of the room, or the guy we constantly make jokes about him being with Phoenix, even though it's not a joke, it's totally canon. Fight me.
I mean, yes, but
it unnecessary feeling, saddled with unnecessary. Come on,
it gets hard at the end. No.
Fight me.
We got through Rise from the Ashes. I think we could do it.
I think we can do it too. But yeah, I'm really hoping for some more insight into Edgeworth's character, particularly like maybe his background, what he did when he was with the Von Karmas, maybe a little bit of his childhood gets dragged up,
You know what?
Those little character building moments.
I think also some more on the Gumshoe side would be nice.
That would be fantastic.
That's I think my biggest hope. I feel like we know some about Gumshoe, but we obviously don't know a ton about Gumshoe. So I do hope that what he did in the Utah forest in '98, yeah, we gotta know all of this stuff, Jim. All of the things.
All
How does this even work?
That is always the ultimate question. What am I doing?
Well, that's why I'm going in. We're definitely all we're all going in blind, as we've managed to do with every Ace Attorney game we have played. I mean, technically Mars didn't go in blind for the first one,
Well,
but
only because I
she watched the
watched the
anime.
anime in
But it was a
undergrad.
long time ago at
That
that
was
point,
a
so
long
she
time
really
ago.
didn't remember anything well enough for it to be a bad thing. Like, you
I
didn't remember
remembered
the...
absolutely nothing.
Yeah, so it worked out in the end.
I gotta be honest, sometimes video
Really,
game
David?
animes are hit or miss.
At least the interactions we've seen with Edgeworth and Gumshoe so far, to me, yeah, Gumshoe maybe likes Edgeworth a lot. I mean, he's his boy, but Edgeworth just is like finds him annoying to like an extent I didn't even realize. In Bridge to the Turnabout, he like goes hard on Gumshoe, like damn, you know, like we thought Phoenix was rough on Gumshoe, like damn Edgeworth, give the man a break.
I know, right? Poor Gumshoe.
Well, I can't wait to see then. That we shall see.
Okay, so guys, if the way this is gonna work is if I have drawn the character already, they're gonna be a stick figure. If I haven't drawn them yet, I'll be as detailed as I can.
So we get
So
one Sinnet.
we get, well, because I do want to give Ori some time to actually get to do her part. Okay. So I'm gonna actually put effort into this.
That's good, David. That's good. Yeah, Gumshoe doesn't deserve all the ragging on him that so many of the characters do.
He really doesn't.
He's a good boy.
Good boy.
He does his best. He does try really hard. He doesn't deserve all of those terrible salary cuts. Give the man at least a raise back up to what every other detective should be getting. You know, like, come on. Let him have.
Let him live.
Let him have the lights on in his apartment.
Let him be able to afford ramen.
Yeah, jeez.
Okay, so there's Sin's little collar.
I think it's a fun exercise. That could be an interesting thing to do. How simple can you make X character recognizable? Because it was like when we did Gartic Phone, it was like Sans is like a circle
Just
with
a
one
face and a
blue dot.
eye.
Yeah, and it was like we knew it's Sans. So it's like how... Poor Gumshoe.
Okay, so I'm gonna do like arms behind his back, like kind of like the Isabella Phineas and Ferb. What you doing?
Ah, yes, yes.
So he's got his arms behind his back. There we go. And oh, can't forget his belt. Very important.
What's even happening here? That has to go in front, doesn't it?
And then the straps. There we go.
Boop. Alright, there we are.
Okay.
But
so...
I'm very excited for all the Ace Attorney content we have to play. I'm honestly really happy to have gotten into this franchise kind of on the later end
so
and still be in a position where, like, you know, it's interesting because it's like we were in a position where it was, I always knew it existed. You know, obviously not always, but I always knew of, like, Phoenix Wright and Miles Edgeworth. You know, like, I knew they existed.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Like,
the
we
memes.
Knew they were characters. We knew.
Yeah, the
they
memes.
were around.
But I was never, like, in the fandom, right? But I always knew that they were, like, a game that I would probably enjoy because, like, they're the kind of game that I like. And so it was always sort of, like, just vaguely on the list. But then when it finally came to be where it was like, here we are, let's do it. Honestly, I'm just so happy that this is how we got to do it. Yeah, really though, David, I'm impressed with the amount of our chat who are like hardcore fans that are like, we've watched every single Let's Play and
Oh
played the game.
yeah.
I'm like, damn, like that's
I'm
dedication, you
like,
guys.
that holy crow.
Oh, David, if you like Ace Attorney so much and you have played the original trilogy, we do have daily Ace Attorney trivia over in our Discord server as well, with a lot of, again, people like
Oh,
Pastry Puff and everything that really sort of do it.
and some of those questions are hardcore.
Yeah, some of them really, really are nuts.
I'm like, you guys must be Ace Attorney aficionados to know some of
It's
this stuff.
crazy. Less of dedication, more very long hyperfixation. Yeah, you know, still to have one for that
was
long
swankering.
though, you know, like that's a long amount of time. Oh, I forget, I have to keep this open like this. Success for Mars. But I appreciate that, David. We're, you know, we keep growing slowly but surely, you know. I'm happy as long as we continue to grow, right? No stagnation. And we have been, you know, seeing people like you hop over into chat for lives after watching our videos, watching our shorts. It means we're slowly getting there. Slowly but surely.
Oh, Sinet, what have I done to you?
I think I would overall prefer this sort of like steady growth, you know? Instead of getting like
here.
one or two that go like super viral and suddenly we have like 1 billion people, because it means that the people that we are getting are like really into it, you know? Like we're getting people who really do like our content and really do like what we're putting out. Instead of just like, oh, that one video of theirs was like absolutely hilarious or incredibly controversial, and now we have to deal with that. So while obviously it would be nice to have, you know, a big following in one sort of the sense, it's also really nice to be able to grow slowly and just consistently. Because then we could actually talk to you guys. I will say, in theory, eventually we will get big, right? Just the matter of time. But I would be sad to not be able to, you know, to get so big to a point that I couldn't, like, talk with you guys in chat very much. You know, I see some other people that I'm, like, friends with, streamers that are still considered small streamers, but still have a significantly bigger chat than we do for a lot of streams. And it's just like, wow. Well, it's nice in one way. It's also like, but I like the interaction. The interaction is the fun time.
Well, that don't look right. That really don't look right.
It's going the wrong way. Do it the other way. There you go.
It still doesn't look right.
It looks better than it did before, though, because now you're doing it the correct direction.
I will admit I did cheat him into a let's put your tail halfway off the page look. And then give him some of that. Give him his last little bang. He looks freaking possessed.
I think that'll definitely happen, Pastry Puff. And that's why I'm still pretty happy. And it's sort of a little bit of another reason why
Final 5.
I'm glad that we can play the investigations, because those are also games that are a little harder to get your hands on, especially obviously Prosecutor's Path, right?
Oh yeah.
And so being the fact that like I do have it, I do know that we can play it, is sort of like a, ooh, we're Ace Attorney streamers in a little Ace Attorney streamer niche, you know, like we still get a little like, ooh, interesting. Besides obviously the fact that we're like, you know, bring our own humor and stuff to it, but just also it's like, and we played Ace Attorney Investigations, you know. So that's very funny. Oh, because it's the YouTube one. That's the one I also gotta fix. Boop. Sorry if you can't see Mars's thing for a second.
Oh, it's fine. Nothing important happening.
She says as she finishes the whole thing.
Mwahaha. That's my secret cap.
Oh, you're scared of that? See, I feel like it's one of those things where, there was like an article that, of course they like give to you after like the second trilogy is like about to come out. They're like, is Ace Attorney Investigations gonna get a remaster with Prosecutor's Path? And I don't know. I feel like
I don't know if that one was popular enough to warrant it.
I feel like even though the fandom, has just continued to grow, I feel like Capcom / Nintendo, just sort of like that was, they bit the bullet on it already. Like, I don't think they're going to put in the time and effort to like redo it, which is certainly sad, But I do feel like it's one of those things where it's like, no, it's done. It's happened. We're done. Honestly, I was so happy and surprised that they even did the second trilogy, But like epic.
Yeah, that was a nice surprise.
Epic because it was like,
Good timing.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like we were blessed by the Ace Attorney gods. Like, I will not lie. I feel incredibly Ace Attorney god blessed.
Oh, most definitely.
Well, then I'm excited to play it, Pastry Puff. If it's one of the best games in your opinion, I am very excited to play it. But think about it. That means that we can reach more people maybe who also like Prosecutor's Path, who also couldn't play it, and they'll get to experience Dylan's goofy memes on the Dylan Show.
Yes.
God, a long time of the Dylan Show is going to be nuts. I am going to be so out of practice by time I have to do like Apollo.
I'm not going to have a Mia or anybody. It's going to be so weird.
Yeah, I mean, I think, does Phoenix even show up in, I don't spoil it. Don't actually answer that, anybody in chat. I'm not going to look. But like, I hope maybe he shows up for a second so I could at least like keep the voice limber. I was gonna say moist, but that doesn't not a good, yeah. I knew that reaction was going to happen.
Don't say keep the voice moist.
It's too late.
It may be scientifically accurate.
Yes.
But don't hurt us like that.
Yes, David. David, if you've only been watching the edited videos, I that's perfectly fine. Like, please watch the edited videos. But we actually have been streaming Bridge to the Turnabout, which is the last turnabout in Trials and Tribulations, which has that whole section of Edgeworth Gumshoe Power Hour, and then Edgeworth versus Franziska Power Hour. And so it's the Dylan Show.
Yep. And what a glorious showing it was.
That'll be an interesting time then, David. I'm glad it'll be Mars and not me, because I won't make the jokes.
Sorry, what am I doing?
Apparently you'll get to be the funny little sidekick character that can pull out her magic panties. Which, you know what? The less context about that, the better.
Not the strangest thing I've heard all day, honestly.
Well then, you know what? I'm not going to ask.
I work with kids, so it's really hard to beat that.
That's true.
It's really hard to beat that, you guys. Like, you guys think you're gonna top what my kiddos can come up with?
No, children have like no bounds.
Yeah.
They're untethered to the world of logic and reason. And so, the era of lol random is just their entire vibe forever. And they don't even mean to. Yes, children. Mars works with children.
Yes.
Like a heathen.
Wow.
Oh yeah, no, exactly, David. That's the other thing. children can be very mean. Children can be mean
Oh, it's
when they
true.
want to, but the problem is that children can also be very mean when they
They can be
don't
mean
want
when
to.
they don't intend it.
Because a lot of children can like totally just pick up on the thing you are most insecure about yourself and just be like,
Hone in
so
on
what?
it.
Okay, we're going to Bluey because honestly, one of my favorite episodes is Bluey and her sister Bingo are going to be babysat because the mom and dad
Oh,
are
I
going
love
out.
that episode.
And while they originally are going to be babysat by their uncle, it turns out that the babysitter also came as well. And so they actually babysit together because Bluey and Bingo are like, we want double babysitter, yay! You know, children. And they play like 20 questions or whatever it is.
To get
and
to know the babysitters.
yeah, to get
'cause
to know the
Bluey's
babysitter.
nervous.
Yeah, and it's like, we don't know you very well and all this sort of stuff. And so they're like, okay, get to know us. And what is even it's like, how many friends do you have? And you know, they're adults. So, you know, the one babysitter, she's like, oh, I don't know, 2. And they're like, that's not many friends. And it's like, why don't you have any friends? Like, why don't you have any friends? Like, next question. Are you married? No. Why aren't you married yet? I don't know. Oh, are you still dating this person? No, we broke up. Why? Okay, like, come on, hold on.
Next question.
Let's move on. That's very true, Pastry Puff. It's a double-edged sword that way. It makes their compliments very special because they are true.
That's very true.
Oh,
You
and
know when a
100%
kid compliments you, they mean it.
Bluey is top tier. I do also recommend, guys, literally to everybody in chat here right now, you like Ace Attorney, the Maya vibes are really strong with Molly McGee. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, high recommend The Ghost and Molly McGee. It's a much newer show. Season 3 is coming out eventually as well. You can do it on Disney Plus, but you can also watch it, you know, elsewhere as well. But The Ghost and Molly McGee, honestly, really, really good. I've super enjoyed. All of the vibes are top tier. It's just great. It's just a lovely time. It's modern, right? Because it has like modern things like a TikTok, you know, equivalent, and like, you know,
But it's
online
like
shopping.
a good
But
kind
it's
of
not
modern.
like, yeah, it's not like
not
when they're like,
gimmicky
oh,
modern.
exactly. It's not like they're trying to shove all of the like, hello, fellow kids sort of vibes in there. It's like a millennial wrote it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like someone who has experienced this as part of their childhood, but is also still experiencing it now. So it's very good. Oh, I don't know about that. I just know it was getting a 3rd season. Is it canceled after that? That's so sad.
What got canceled?
Supposedly Molly McGee is just done after 3 seasons. They're not going to get any more seasons after season
Disney.
3. That's horrible, but I still highly, highly recommend it. You know, now I will say that, like, it's one of those things where it's hard, where it's like, I think
Oh,
The
that
Ghost
don't
and
look
Molly
right.
McGee has done very well for... Yeah, exactly, David. But it really, like, because of, we're like, I guess what you would call, we're early Gen Z, right? We're like right at the start of Gen Z. And so it's still like, we're still living it. So it's still like a good vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still like relate, you know? And it's still like, oh, like, nice. I understand this. So it's still really good. But I will say that because of the format of The Ghost and Molly McGee, well, it's sad that, like, you'll never get, like, more episodes after a certain time. It's definitely not as, like, devastating as, like, Owl House or something, because, like, they've done, like, every season has had its arc. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
they've done their thing.
Yeah, so I'm not like, oh no, we're not going to get, like, a resolution. But it is definitely like, you know, we no longer have the shows of, like, Phineas and Ferb and Adventure Time where you just get that show,
We
but
don't.
tons and tons and tons and tons of episodes. I think that era is sadly dead. Bluey's like the closest thing we're getting to that. With tons and tons and tons of episodes. And there's still only like just season 3, you know? So what season 4 is happening?
I think season 4, yeah.
So, you know.
So here I am drawing the constellations that Ori gave me. I'm trying to pick specific points of
Yeah,
the
a lot of
animal
animations getting just
so it can
killed.
be connected.
Just getting chopped, which is very sad.
It's so tragic, and I hate to see how it affects like other shows as well. Like Has Been suffered from this so much. It really did.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I loved the season we got. I thought it was great. I cried, I wept. Like it was a great season.
I'm just so
But-
curious.
Oh man, could you imagine if they were allowed to go slower with it?
What I'm so curious about, like, I wish I could be like a fly on the wall in like the meetings that they decide to cancel a show. Like, I'm curious, you know, because obviously I don't know the ratings, and with TV being, you know, much more streaming focused than it ever was, like, obviously ratings are not necessarily the way you can measure content, right? So I'm also just curious of like, what metrics are they looking at? You know, like what decisions are they making? Yeah, I don't know, Pastry Puff. I mean, apparently according to Mars, like, it still made her cry at the end, so, you know, I'm curious. Dylan and I plan to watch some this weekend. We sadly didn't do it last weekend. I don't know why, but we should be watching more soon. That's what they're looking at? Critic reviews? That's dumb. I feel like that's
You
a bad
can't
way to look at it.
Trust critics. They're not the common people.
Yeah, oh, that's like the Rotten Tomatoes thing, right? Where they have like the
Oy.
critic score and the audience score. What was
Yeah.
it? What was it? I think the original 2018 Venom did like really bad in the critics, but like the audience loved it. And I'm just like, that's the vibe though. Because honestly, I love that buddy cop movie. Second one, I really, really want the next one where it has Spider-Man. But
I'm drawing the wrong
I don't
here.
know. We don't know.
We shall see. Hopefully, hopefully.
Hopefully, dopefully. I'm debating if I want to keep doing this or I want to go and work on the Valentine's Day ones.
Ooh. Get everyone in the mood for Valentine's Day? Why not?
Well, I mean, nobody's watching. That's kind of the point.
Well, don't worry.
Secrets.
You'll have something to color very shortly.
Yes. Well, then I might as well just stay on on this one. If you'll be done shortly.
I am hoping, you know? I'm on a good roll.
Oh, that's why. The investors. Oh, they also talk about investors.
Yeesh.
I did not see the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I kind of was like not interested.
I was debating seeing it, but guys, I am such a coward when it comes to horror movies.
I'm a massive coward, but
I
then
can't.
also I heard a lot of like mixed reviews about it, and I was just like, nah. I'm okay.
It's like, I'll live.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. Now he has his little bang.
It has to go in front. Oh, his bang. I thought you said his fang. I was like, what? Who in this comic has a fang?
Who doesn't have fangs?
Well, now you're gonna make me look up the definition of a fang. Because, in theory, possibly only one of them has fangs. Ah. Yeah, technically only Ferrex has fangs.
Oh, okay.
Because he has specifically the 2 extra long eye teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Where Milano has fangs because I've given him, like, in the middle. Sinnet doesn't, though. Because all of his teeth are the same size. Kind of. What is the last movie I watched in theaters? Mission Impossible 7 Dead Reckoning, Part 1.
Ooh.
And honestly, it was really good, and I need Part 2. Really bad. Yes! Senshi! And Dungeon Meshi!
Love.
Oh, it's been so good. They've done so good. Okay,
I am proud of Trigger. They did such a good job.
I'm so curious if I'm going to like Kabru more than I liked him in the manga. Because in the manga, I'm constantly
he's
like...
just kind of an asshole.
He's just kind of smarmy and, like, know-it-all. And I'm just like, I'm not really vibing with you. And, like, you know, I'm glad that he's with, like, Leos at the end. But, like, but Kabru in the anime, he's got a little more with, you know, hearing the voice and stuff. Oh, does it? It looked so pretty, Roval. Oh, they did so beautiful on the treasure insect jam and ice cream. And I was just, amazing.
I wanted to eat it.
Shazam, too. Damn, that is a while ago, Pastry Puff.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
Mine's a weird movie, but you respect it? What? I love Mission Impossible.
Guys, don't come at Ori and her Mission Impossible.
Honestly, I love Mission Impossible so much. Yes! Do it, Roval. Gotta make the ice cream.
Okay. And you know, guys, sometimes Ori just gives me blank space that's gonna be filled with a background later. So that's what I'm gonna do for the last. Number 12, TBD. To be drawn.
Beautiful.
It is done.
Great, Mars. Well, you know what to do with it. You know where to send it.
I do indeed, and I shall.
And then... Whoops. Not that. This. I don't remember what
Ori, you're gonna, like, blaze through the flats, and then
Yeah,
it's gonna be
probably.
back in my hands in no time.
Well, what we wanted to talk about, Mars, is now... Oh, wait. The chat moved, and I was surprised. Want to freak people out with eating gold? It's like next level guilt, right? It's like next level guilt. Shazam 2 was advertised as focused on Greek mythology? I didn't even know that.
Oh, really?
I didn't even realize that, Pastry Puff. I didn't even see Shazam 1. I kind of wanted to, but if I'm being honest, I'm just not, like... There's very few, like, movies that I was, like, so interested in to make the
Shazam
travel.
1 is very fun. Shazam 1 is definitely a fun ride. Like, it is a movie where it's like, this is what a kid would do if he had superpowers.
Yeah, no, it looked fun. It looked good. But I just find I've gotten, you know, after the panda, you know, is just sort of like, I'm just very lazy about going out to the movies.
I think the last movie I went to see in theaters was The Boy and the Heron.
That was pretty recent.
I knew it was
wasn't
a Studio Ghibli movie, and I was like, I need to go see this on the big screen. So I bought myself a ticket literally on Christmas Day for the day after Christmas to go to the theater and watch it. It's a pretty good Christmas present to myself, not gonna lie.
Wild pastry puff. The only superhero movies I'm like really jonesing to go to now is I would see another Batman like the Batman, the one that came out with Robert Pattinson, because that was like Detective Batman, and I'm like here for Detective Batman, right? Like I'm here for Detective Batman. Otherwise, yeah, I've kind of fallen off the Marvel. I think the only other Marvel movie I'd like really make an effort to see would be the Venom one where they're like in the Spider-Man universe with Spider-Man, right? Like I do want to see like black suit Spider-Man, you know, Tom Holland. Like that would be really epic. So that would be super cool. But and of course I would obviously see Mission Impossible 7 Dead Reckoning Part 2 because oh my god, one is really good. Guys, if you don't, honestly, I'm sorry, Mission Impossible is top tier, okay? It's literally like spy movie, the anime. It's a shonen spy movie, okay? Like I don't know how else, that is literally what it is. And it's beautiful. The second one's not great though. The rest of them are very good. The first one's not as shonen. The third one starts being really shonen. Definitely 4, 5, 6, and 7 are incredibly shonen. But yeah, Marvel has definitely kind of like fallen out. Like I remember going to the theaters for like Iron Man 3 and like, you know, the first Avengers movie. Like I remember going to the theaters for those. And so it's definitely like not the vibe anymore.
Yeah. It's also super expensive around us too. Like you could easily spend $40 at the movie theater alone.
Oh yeah, I mean 100%.
It's crazy.
Oh, I did see the Dungeons and Dragons movie in
Oh, that
theaters.
was a
That
fun
one was good.
one. I went
But
with my
yeah,
dad to see that.
but Mission Impossible 7 came out after that, so
So
that's why it
that
was the
is
last one.
most
We also
recent.
saw you ate your left kidney, Book Eater.
Oh,
But
jeez.
what are you going to do when you need a functional left kidney for the job interview? What you gonna
That's
do
okay.
then?
They still got their other one.
No. It's only the functional left kidney, though. I don't care about the right kidney. That's not on the job application.
Oh, you're right. Darn.
I'm sorry, Book Eater.
Thank you, Nicole.
It looks like you
also
have
welcome.
some places for improvement. Let me help you. Okay. Now let's see how Ori's coloring goes here. But hello, Nicole. How are you? I hope your Wednesday is going well. We're kind of all over the place. I'm
curious to see how you color the stick figures.
You know, it's certainly happening. That is a certainty. It is happening. I think the stick figures I'm honestly less concerned about. It's making sure I get the right lines, you know?
I don't know. So far, so good.
Yeah. So far, I'm pretty happy.
You do have to do the two-toned hair, though.
Yeah. That'll be okay.
But I feel like you got this.
I'm honestly not super concerned about that. You ate your right kidney in addition to your left kidney? That might be a problem for more than just your job interview.
That would be a problem for a lot of
reasons. If you ate your right kidney instead of your left kidney, now I might be able to get you a position in lower management.
See, Ori is the boss.
Yes. I am the normal man.
As we have established.
Oh, I don't get to render my feathers, Mars.
Well, I don't know if I get to do that either, because I don't know how. Oh, I'm sorry, Nicole. Oh, some days are like that.
Rough, Nicole. It seems like this general section of 24 hours is kicking a lot of people's butts.
Yeah, something was off about today. I don't know what it was, but everyone I came in contact with today was kind of feeling it. It was
Yeah.
like the Monday of Tuesdays.
Yeah, it really was, wasn't it? I was definitely not vibing today. Even though my like job day itself was like rather chillax, I was just not vibing at all.
Weren't vibing, weren't thriving.
I have never played the Papa Pizzeria. No.
No, I never played that either.
I know what that is. I forgot he had a bucket.
Yes, you put in the script. He was carrying a bucket.
I got it. I have added it in.
Now Ori gets to figure out my lines.
Yes.
What's that? Was the vest the wrong color?
It was the wrong color. I solved it.
My oh my. It's been so long since Ori's done flats, guys.
Yes, I have to remember where all of my colors are.
Honestly, it does look like Aster.
You got to go home today? Do you not normally get to go home, Jamie? Or do you mean from, like, college to, like, your non-college house?
I think it was at work, because they're talking about picking up trash in the parking lot. Which doesn't sound
go home
fun.
early. Okay. That is very different. Well, now the question is, Jamie, was it worth going home? Was it worth picking up trash in the parking lot to get to go home early? That is the true question.
Hey, some people do, Jamie. We have to check. It's all part of that job application.
See, now the difference is sleeping at work because you never go home, or sleeping at work because you're efficiently using your paid time.
That do be the question.
I was gonna say something, and now I have forgotten it.
Oh, that part's not part of the braid. That part's the collar of the jacket. You see that extra part you colored in to the right of the line near his head?
This part?
I think so. Hold on, streams behind.
I
Yep,
see.
that's the part. That was part of his collar.
Yes, that's what I wanted to ask. So Mars,
Yes.
we had today to talk about sort of the script, like how our role reversal has gone, how we learned. So
yes.
what I thought about sort of the writing bit, and I will say I think the very, very hardest part, besides like coming up with an idea, but I feel like that's a little different because, you know, we didn't have like a whole overarching story, and I didn't want to use like our already ideas.
It's just like a moment in time.
So yeah, so I don't feel like that is a normal difficulty. I think the hardest part for me was not giving more direction of like what to draw. Like I really had like a lot of like, I know what I want this scene to look like, you know. So it was very much just like trying to allow for creative freedom. Was kind of like I had to force myself to be like, no, don't tell her what they're doing. Don't give the stage directions.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I think you reversed his collar and coat colors.
I did. I would have figured it out eventually, okay?
I'm sure you would have. I'm just looking at it, and my brain is like, this is wrong.
It's wrong. Hey, I got the eyebrows right.
Ori has trained me very well, you guys.
Yeah, look at her.
Look at this. I can call her out on things.
They would name a disease after you if you slept at work. It's okay.
Wow, what the honor.
I can never spell ever, so. You guys have seen the comic. All the spelling errors are mine, not Mars's.
A reflection of my writing. One day they will make a version of Clip Studio with autocorrect in
No, they
it.
won't.
I can hope.
Hey, all I know is that before we ever put it to print, it'll go through rigorous review.
That is good. I like that.
I kind of just...
Thank you, Enthuse.
Hello, Enthuse. Look at that. Yes, your professional colorist
My
moment,
professional
Mars.
colorist moment. I'm so proud.
No, Mars does good 90% of the time. There's no question. Every once in a while, she has
90?
one or two. I think that one entry brought down your grade.
Okay, yeah, that brought down my grade a lot.
Just the one entry.
But that entry also kicked your ass too.
It did. It
You
really.
forgot half the line.
It was just bad. Yeah, it was a rough. It was a rough
I don't
one.
know why, guys. To get you in on the story, there was an entry in Ferrix's Hangout. I think it's actually the one that just went up recently.
No.
No, it's a later one.
No,
okay.
it's later than that. It is not
Okay.
this one. No.
There is one that just kicked mine and Ori's ass. Like she forgot some of the lines. I was coloring things the wrong colors. I was reversing colors. I was putting colors where they shouldn't have been. I was missing lines because they blended into the back. Like it was bad.
Yeah, it was a rough time.
Yeah, we were both just dying on that one for some reason. I don't know why. It was right before the holiday season, though. I think we were just feeling the end of the year.
The problem is, maybe that could be your excuse, but I know that those lines existed way before that, so that couldn't be my excuse.
The entry did wake up and choose violence.
It really, really did.
It beat us up.
It really was not a fan.
Okay, I can't decide how cursed this is. I see those wonky ass eyes with life dots in them.
Did I didn't even do Aster's. His are like black. I can't. I'm sorry, Mars. I can't do Aster's.
Draw what you can.
Do. Yes.
Oh man, oh man.
Oh man, indeed. Now we get to figure out Stick Aster's hair. Yes. I know, right?
The fire poking. Poke.
Yes, see?
You know, he's tending the fire. You can't do that without a stick.
So Mars. So now that we talked about sort of mine, yeah.
So honestly, I feel like the hardest part for me was kind of figuring out what pose to put everybody in. Because in the script, you did leave me like some clues, and I was able to go off of that, like at Aster's poking the fire. But then it's also like, is he actually? Did you put he's poking the fire?
I do believe I put he poked the something.
Okay, because before he was carrying a bucket, so I'm
maybe I
starting
didn't
to wonder
say
if
poke. I think you interpreted
it
differently. Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Which I think you sometimes do too, because there are times
when
we get more panels than we expected, and then we have to cut it into another entry, which, not a problem, more content. But it's just kind of funny. But yeah, I think that one was the hardest part. Honestly, the drawing itself wasn't too bad. I am not an artist at all. But, you use a reference or two. Definitely use your references. They are lifesavers. But I am also saying this before we get to the shading, the backgrounds, and the everything else. Those I'll probably feel are 10 times harder.
I did what I could.
Just brown blob on skinny neck.
I did what I could.
Beautiful. Jamie, why would you do that? Your poor hands. Your poor hands.
Yeah, some people are just nuts, and one of those people is certainly Jamie.
I know some people are just built differently, but damn.
Sometimes. My college was great because, well, we weren't technically allowed to light fires on college property. We could technically kind of light fires on adjacent school property.
So, Ori, Nicole has a question.
Oh, yes.
Do you go back to your own character design references when you're working on the comic?
Very early on, I definitely did. Hudson and Milano became very easy to draw rather fast because I had to draw them so much, basically. So I kind of know them like the back of my hand. I will say the one thing, every once in a while, sometimes I do have to check the colors just because I don't get to color them very much anymore. But most of the time, no. But that is after like significant times of like drawing them and redrawing them. I have had to do it for their like their like AU designs because those are, of course, something I'm not used to.
This is the cutest Hudson.
But
his little stick man wearing his jacket.
Definitely have done it in the past, and I highly recommend like if you aren't sure, check. Like don't try to be like I should know my character.
I trust my memory.
Yeah, like if you are uncertain, check. And if I am uncertain, I have checked. But I think at this point I'm pretty confident. The last time I was looking at a lot of references, I was looking at Avrit a lot, but recently I've drawn him a lot more just because of the band AU, and I'm doing some sketches and stuff, so he has become a little easier. Good night, David. We hope you have a really good too.
Thank you for hanging.
Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for enjoying our content. Do I ever think I'll make an updated character ref? I want to. But time. I really, really want to. But what I really want to do is make him like really, really nice. So it's a little bit like trying to get there. They do technically have ref sheets for their like AUs and stuff. I always do draw their outfits on there for that. Everett doesn't have a full body turnaround one like everybody else does, so I do still need to do that for him, but I'm kind of technically waiting until I have to draw him for the comic, because then it's like, oh, he's real now. Not the right color. So, yeah, I definitely want to, but it is just a matter of having the opportunity to. I also have some ideas. I do hope to have sort of like minor design changes, kind of more like outfit, like time passes, but like very minor stuff. Just a couple things like I've seen like some of you fan artists like have drawn little details in that I'm like, oh, that could be fun to like play around with and stuff. I do think we've discussed Hudson having a rather large one.
Oh yeah, Hudson will get a big one. Milano might have a mini one in between.
I can definitely see like a mild outfit change, more just to
I
represent them not
I could
being.
see Milano having the Sherlock haircut. Gotta be honest.
I mean, the ponytail is a vibe, and he could do that with
The
his hair
the
right now. I mean, I
ponytail
do that with
and
his
the
hair.
hanging bangs are a vibe.
I do that with his hair already for like Band-Aid and stuff. Literally every other AU that Milano is in, he has a ponytail.
That's true.
So it is a vibe.
I feel like eventually it will be canon.
My understanding is yes, Jamie. Even if you, I believe you are able to upload images right away, and even if you aren't, there is like a chat, that you can like send images through, and thus send images to them that way. But I do believe that you are able to, when filling out the form, send them. But if not, then yeah, you can do it after in the chat. What, if anything, would we add to the wiki pages? Mars?
Probably some details about the characters as they're revealed. So, like for Aster, I should add that his past job was canning. If that hasn't been added already, I still
I
need to
don't
do
think
that.
it has been. We should have a little bit of an update.
Yeah, you know what? I have a break coming up soon. There will be a lot of updates, a lot of work being done on my end.
There's also, Ori has
that
to
I will get
upload
to.
the old, never seen before entries to Kofi.
Oh, blast from the
That'll
past.
happen this week as well.
But yes, some backstory information as it gets revealed. Kind of like fun facts about the characters too, like as they reveal them in stories. The idea with the wiki was information would be added as it is revealed. That way there's no risk of spoilers.
Trying to be like the
just to be cautious. Like if the entry is out and there's information, it will be in the wiki. But probably not right away, because that's just how I work.
Yeah. Lots of time.
Oh yes.
But I'm glad you liked that one. I'm pretty sure that one's like a has-been hotel like cast like meet dub voice clip.
I think they were just hanging out and
yeah. And I think that's Angel's.
I think it just happened.
Or it's like a Q&A thing, or like just on a stream or something.
Now, was that with the original pilot cast or the
yeah,
main
I'm
cast?
pretty sure it was the original pilot cast. It's very old, so I don't think it's the main cast at this point.
I'm gonna have to find that one.
Ooh, that is fun.
Ooh, we could certainly try to do it that way, for sure. From the Huni cast. Wow, that word is not working with my tongue for some reason.
Where are we?
Yeah, Jamie, they had to replace the pilot actors with union voice actors when they were picked up for their season.
They did a good job with a bunch of them.
They did a fantastic
Alistair's
job.
is great.
Alistair's
I think
is phenomenal.
Angel Dust is still really good.
Angel Dust took me a while to get used to, because the original Angel Dust I felt had more bite to him.
Yeah.
Like this Angel Dust, when he's first on screen, says everything kind of softly and flowy almost. Whereas I felt like the first Angel Dust, like there was more specific, like sharp
I know
words,
what you're saying.
you know? Like I think you know what I'm describing. But it works. Like eventually it did work, and honestly episode 3 and 4 just won me over.
Still have to get there. I think Charlie's is very on point. I think the only one that really threw me was Husks, because that's like a very it's a very famous voice actor. So it's like, oh wait, I know this person, and he's very different from the original voice. So when he first spoke for the first time, I was like, what? Dylan was like, what?
Who did King Andreas from Amphibia?
Yeah, it was very much like oh, wait a second.
What?
Hold on.
But damn, can he sing.
Yeah, he was really good.
He was. That was the pilot voice actor,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Now he gets to move on to Lackadaisy.
Who's he in Lackadaisy?
Isn't he the orange cat?
I think so. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm checking. I'm double checking. I don't want to spread misinformation. Lackadaisy voice actors.
He's Rocky. Yeah.
He plays Rocky.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he does a friggin' phenomenal job as him.
Oh yeah.
He's just been killing it in the indie animation.
It's also one of those things where it's like I'm glad that they had to use Yunan voice actors. You know what I'm saying? Like it's sad, but it's also like good.
Like it's sad, but hopefully everybody gets paid. And
yeah, exactly. Well. It's like but
he plays Jax, the purple rabbit.
The rabbit that everybody's goo for? Okay.
Yes, now does it make sense?
Oh my god. Wait. Okay, I don't think I ever said this on stream, but I have to say this on stream. So, on YouTube, they have this thing now where there's like a creator tab where you can like do research, okay? And basically it like pops up a bunch of like stuff, like other videos. Like I'm assuming to like reference or to, like to see what, you know, what's sort of happening and what everybody's doing. And when I do it on the Folding Planets one, our channel that we post all the comic stuff on, when I go to that tab, I went to that tab, like seeing a lot of like sus Digital Circus stuff, like videos, like they're like all the thumbnails are real sus. And I was just like, what the why? Like I have not even watched the Digital Circus on any of my accounts. Like I haven't seen it. I like don't consume any Digital Circus content, and it's just like, why is this coming up? And it's like every single one is like really sussy, and I was just like, what the hell? I'm like showing Mars like, this is nuts. What it is? I'm pretty sure what happened is that they all are comic dubs. So someone made like a spicy comic and then people dubbed it. And because they have the tag comic dub, which is also the content we put out, they're like, oh yes, you want to see what is happening in the hashtag comic dub, you know, space of YouTube. And it's like,
yes,
apparently no, I don't.
But not that.
It's just the nature of the job, I guess, Jamie.
It's like the characters are fun, but also why?
I have less of the problem
rabbit
of the content existing and more just like the why is this coming up for me? Like what?
Because
what?
Comic dub equals comic dub.
Yeah, literally though.
Like that's literally the only reason.
That's the through line.
God damn the algorithm.
God damn the algorithm indeed. Very wild stuff. But yeah, it's very sus. And I bet if I look now, it'll be different videos, but still very sus.
I'm also trying to think of another project Michael's in. I think he's also in Murder Drones. If I remember correctly.
Well, but Jamie, but Hodson from Easterlash. I don't know.
Yep. He's in Murder Drones too.
It was all like Pomni though. Pomni X other characters from Digital Circus.
People really like shipping Pomni with other characters.
Saw a lot of... This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, Jamie. Thus is Jax the most fuckable rabbit you've ever seen.
No, there are way more out there.
I'm saying Easter Hoats. Oh, Jax is far from. I see. Continue that sentence, Mars? I don't even know what sentence Mars had.
I'm pretty sure I finished the sentence.
This is a Hoats in hand.
So you wrote in the script,
Jamie.
closing the
I misread
journal.
Then. Yep.
I
got that it was Hoatson's hand.
Get the most notable details down.
I definitely knew it was Hoatson's hand. Am I allowed to edit at all? Or no?
What word do you edit?
I have 5 lines to add.
If you really want to. I don't usually do that, though. Is it still a role reversal?
Fine, I won't do it.
What would you have added?
I can't. I'm not allowed.
Well, technically, I could add lines in Thuse, because Ori does that sometimes.
Oh, yeah. As we mentioned. Mars, I will say, there's a detail in this hand that you are forgetting.
There is?
Yes. This hand, there's a detail that is on every single one of Hoatson's hands.
Oh, I know that detail. I got lazy.
Okay. Well, add it. It's 5 lines.
I wanted to make sure you had time. It's already 10:17.
I know. I'm almost done, I think. Yeah.
You're getting there.
I won't say that Mars isn't allowed, but I just don't know what she would do if she was to edit.
I'm pretty sure
lines
we're
in
thinking
the comic.
Same thing.
No, I'm saying I think Enthuse is asking if you're allowed to edit lines normally.
I don't do lines.
Yeah, I don't think that Mars is like specifically banned.
I do not have a knowledge of form, shape. Like, I know what looks good and I know what makes a good
she
character
definitely
or a
has
good scene.
said
but
things.
Can I draw that? Do I have a basis for anatomy? Absolutely not.
But she definitely has like mentioned of being like, or I think you forgot X, or where is, so and so's blank, and me being like, oh shit, I forgot that.
Where are Ferrex's toe beans?
Yeah.
He can't not have his toe beans.
I know. Sometimes. I'm cranking these out every other week, okay?
I know. I know.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
It's so sad. So there's I can't show it. I can't even show it on the Ko-fi.
She forgot the toe beans, everyone.
Oh, there was a few times that I forgot that they were added in before they ever got posted. Okay, this was from the entry that kicked our asses. Yeah. This is from the entry that woke up and chose violence.
It's still scarring us.
I forgot toe beans. I forgot.
I think you forgot
thigh
the tail
straps
at one point.
There was definitely one. No, I don't think there was ever a tail. That's like a pretty good one. No, I forgot a lot of his like bag straps. I think what actually happened, I'm pretty sure what actually happened is Ori went, I'm so done with doing this right now. I just going to give it to Mars, and future Ori will deal with it later. Like I'm honestly, that's
future
99
Ori
what happened.
Dealt with it.
There are so many. There's like a bunch from earlier on where it's just like I totally didn't draw a panel. And I'm just like, this is easy. Yeah, Ferrex has thigh straps.
Yeah, it's how he holds all his
just
pockets.
Like Joe has ass straps.
And
they all have straps.
He's got thigh straps.
Yeah,
they're
just
part
like,
of his design.
They're part of his harness. This is
No
not the
disrespect
pen
to
I want.
Ferrex, but I'm kind of glad you didn't put him in this script.
Oh, yeah. He also didn't feel like the type that would be, like, out here chilling with Hotsun. I did want to add Milano, but it was just gonna
Not
get too long
yet.
too fast, and I was just like, we'll just have it to these boys.
Aster is an assless chap. He's got some work to do.
That he is. Hey, not everyone is blessed with the cake, okay? There's only so much you can do.
I saw on Instagram of these two guys, pretty sure they were a couple, and one of them, like, he's got the butt, the other one doesn't, and they put it to the SpongeBob audio where Patrick and SpongeBob are at boating school, and he's like, but look at how many stars you have. I'll never be that good. And then the guy with the ass was like, oh, now Patrick, I'm just like everyone else, no matter how many stars I have. And then he turns to the camera and like shows off, so it's like half showing off to the camera, half showing off to his boyfriend. He's just like, 74.
Amazing.
Crack up every
Beautiful.
single time because the acting in that video is hysterical.
Aster needs to do some squats. Aster does enough squats, but sometimes you can only have so much ass.
You can
okay?
only do so much.
That's like,
genetics are a bitch.
There's a part of it. Okay? Sometimes you're just born assless, and there's not much you can do.
It be the case. Sad but true.
Sad but true.
Aw, look at them hanging out here.
Here's
It's
your
just
ship
like-
fuel for today, guys.
It's just like
So needs a BBL. No. So dangerous.
a BBL.
Are all bird collars assless? No.
No.
Definitely not.
A bird caller can get an ass if they so wish, or be blessed with one. It's entirely possible. Canon.
No, it's not a bird collar thing. It is a genetics thing. But I really wanted Aster's like the upper strength guy, and like Ferrex is the lower body strength guy. That's just how it was gonna be,
Yeah.
And then Milano is just perfect
Because it was meant to show in their
and Hotsun's
design.
a bottom. So
Like,
it's like you
It
gotta
capitalizes on
the
their
la-
strength. Well, Ori took it in a weird direction. Thanks.
I'm sorry. When they're
Here I
doing
was
this.
explaining something actually comic related and informative, and then you go off and be a heathen. Guys, what do you do when your boss goes feral?
A BBL is a Brazilian butt lift, Mason, which is basically a procedure that is honestly rather dangerous and kind of horrifying, where they take fat from other parts of your body and they inject it into your ass to give you a bigger ass. Now, the reason that it's life-threatening is because you got some big veins in your ass, or arteries, I don't remember what it is. You have big blood-related things in your ass, and I think it has to be a vein. And so if the doctor hits your ass vein, basically, you can literally just get a heart attack because like it literally just transfers all of the blood, all of the fat, and clots like your heart and clogs your heart, and you just die. Like there's nothing you could do really. Like it's very fast, and it's just horrifying that it's just like a little off. And obviously, because it's your butt, there's not a lot of ability to know where you're putting the needle, so you're kind of just going for a risk. As Jamie said, it is one of the more dangerous ones. Even if they don't hit a vein, it can still go in there. Oh god, horrible.
Ugh. Yeah, not worth it. Just go to the gym. Or accept your flatless future.
Your flat ass. Okay?
Love your flat ass. Okay?
It's
a part of you.
We still love Aster.
How the fuck did we get on this?
Because I drew all of the boys. That's literally why. It's because Ori had a day, and Ori wanted to draw.
Positivity from Aster. Oh, also Ori, I found the clip I was talking about. I sent it to you. If you want to like show stream, have a bit of a break.
I'm sorry, what am I looking at?
It's on Instagram. I just sent you the reel with the clip I was talking about. It just cracks me up. I think everyone should see it.
I have to log in, get over there.
Oh, that's right, computer.
Yeah, computer.
Yeah, just accept being a cutting board, Jamie. Exactly.
Can I do what I want to do?
A cutting board, a pancake.
Yeah, again,
Both
Aster
are
can
wonderful.
be lovely and sexy and what's the word? Simped for in his assless glory. He has a lot of other amazing features.
He's got pecs. Look
He
at
has
that
got-
upper
he's got
body, guys.
Lots of pecs.
He's got pecs. He's got biceps,
Okay.
triceps, abdominals
Let me
somewhere
pause this a
in there.
Okay. There it is. There.
What is the opposite of justice flat? Immoral round?
Okay, here we are. We ready?
Look at all the stars you have! I'll never be that good.
Oh, now, Patrick, I'm just like everyone else, no matter how many stars I have. 74!
Look at all the stars.
Lovely. Brilliant.
Too good. I love it. 74!
It works way too well with
It
that
really
audio.
does.
Like
how dare that audio
concerningly
be perfect for
well with that audio though. See? There you go. You know, just
Here's
like
the thing I learned. Running doesn't help the ass.
again, okay, just like
It's good
a
for the
lot of
cardio.
other things, your ass is one of those things that you could only fix so much, you know? There's like a whole there's a lesbian couple as well. This is hilarious that you showed me this gay couple, that there's a lesbian couple that I've seen on the internet. And the one girl, she's like, you know, I don't even remember if she's like even has a particularly big ass, but it's just like, you know, rather average. But the other girl is very, very flat-assed. And so she's like doing this whole like routine and stuff. And she's like, I've been working out, doing squats with my girlfriend, you know, for like a year. And my thighs are banging, but my ass is still flat, guys. Like, there's only so much you can do. That's wild, Jamie. Running only helps the ass if you're a sprinter. Wow, there you go.
Oh,
Look at the
okay.
knowledge we're getting dropped in here. Well, it's been a while since we've had one of these chaos streams, and you know, I missed it. I
I've missed these chaos streams. Yes.
It's been a hot minute.
Feels good to be back.
Well, I'm excited because my goal for all of you medics in chat, because I know there's at least 2 of you in here right now, the Saint Valentine, he is delivering because I really want to get these done, and they're really good, and they're not even anything that I've teased in the Discord either. Or he has another idea, which is honestly a lot of work and probably won't come out for Valentine's Day, but you know, such is life.
I'm crying.
That's wild to think about, Jamie, but like, yeah, like definitely when I sit here and think about it, it's like, yeah, you're right.
It's like,
Very
that
true.
makes sense.
Can't wait for the medic drawings. Okay, I'll have to do the counterpart Milano one then, and we'll just slowly get down through them. Because I have all the other ones sketched. I don't have any of the medic level ones. But I gotta do it.
Gotta work on those.
I gotta do it. That's
Did
probably
we-
this weekend.
Like the Thanksgiving poem, because if Ori gives me something to work with, I might be able to wrangle something up.
Where is my thing? Yes, I had a brilliant sort of set, you know, of things. We have the roses. Yes, you are. That is next. This Friday? This Thursday? We gotta look at the Discord, guys. It all says in the Discord schedule.
There's
Yes,
a
it is
calendar,
this
guys. Use it.
Thursday. This Thursday. So yeah, honestly, 90% of the holiday-related things will not happen on the holiday, just because Ori doesn't get in holiday mood until it's holiday time, and then it's too late. So they come out after, but it's worth it.
It is very hard to be in holiday mood when holiday is not here, despite what the stores try to convince you.
Yeah. I mean, Jamie got like all of the like the only thing that came out on time was the Easter. The Easter stuff came out pretty good, but all the Leprechaun stuff came out late. All of the this is Halloween stuff, guys. I drew this because I was in Halloween mood, these angel demon ones. Ah. I appreciate the restraints, Jamie. I can't wait to hopefully see the comments on the actual one, because the Rose one is not the medic version one. He has too much on for that one. I actually mentioned it to you, Mars.
I do believe so, yes.
Yeah.
My memory hasn't completely failed me.
What is even happening? I don't even know what's happening. Ah. Damn, Jamie. See, this is the simpin' I want.
See, this is how we know we're doing something
This is
right.
the simping I want. Forget the comic has sexual tension. No. You have sexual tension with the that's the simping I want. Honestly, the funniest thing is when like Mars will send me something or I'll send her something on like Instagram, and like the comments are just like oh, the things I could say, or like I need to go to church now, and I'm just like, this is what I want in my comment section.
Now make them kiss. That's not what I drew.
Yeah. I don't know what. Because, man, do I ship Milano Hosen. And when I do it purposefully, we're like, yes. I don't know if I think I said this on stream, but I'll say it again. I drew something for the comic. I don't remember what it was. And then I drew, like, actual, like, Milano and Hosen interacting purposefully in a ship way. And Dylan said something along the lines of, for the comic, this is like spicier than anything you drew for the comic or something, or this is more innuendo something than anything you drew purposefully. And I was like, thanks.
Like,
great. Very good color to make them kiss.
Ori, will you be doing the two-toned hair?
Yes, I am. That was the last step. I was getting to the end.
See. I didn't know you were
I
backtracking.
did do Asters all the way through, but I kind of was like, I'm doing the other one later for Hotzen and Sinnet. It is certainly interesting to do, though.
I don't doubt that.
Man, do you give Hotzen some curls in these? Whew.
It's mostly that without a line to follow, I can't make the pen do what I want it to do.
Look at that.
That may be the second hardest part.
What was the hardest part about coloring? Mostly just deciphering Mars's lines. And
now
dealing,
you feel my pain.
and I think it was dealing with the stick figures, just because they don't have like a precedence, right? You know, and
I have to say I don't typically do stick figures, so this is definitely this situation only.
and I probably went a little more than Mars would have in the coloring aspect by me coloring outside the lines and giving them
definitely
their outfits. But I felt like just a little more was nice.
They look so cute. They look like PG South Park characters.
They do. Okay, hold on. This is that color. So this is this color? Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I think this is the right color. Okay, this is very difficult figuring where Sinet's hair stripies will go. Because he has less than Hotsun by a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So they kind of mean more.
With Sinet, I always have to remind myself that his stripies go on the outermost part of his hair. So, like, the pieces that are on the side of his head and then the side that's facing the outside. That's how I remember it.
Oh, I know where they go. It's just, you know,
Oh, because of the terrible,
how the
terrible
hair
line.
goes. Where is his hair? Looks deranged.
Yeah, I fully agree with that.
Poor Mars.
I tried, guys. I
All
tried.
right. Well, now we're giving it back to Mars.
So what comes first, Story? Backgrounds or shading?
Backgrounds 100%. You can't
Oh, thank
shade
God.
until you know what the backgrounds are.
It's just gonna be sand, dirt, tree.
Boop.
And I did not originally put these on layers, so there's that.
No, you did not.
I made it harder for myself.
Well, there you go, Mars. You have them now. Back to Hotsun. Okay, you know what? We have deranged chat, and I like deranged chat. So we're gonna draw not medic level, but we're gonna do the Valentine's Day thing.
Let's
'Cause I
do
want
it.
to.
While you're doing, Ori, Mason has a question. Do you have any tips for drawing backgrounds?
Biggest one, and I have to turn this off for a second. Biggest one I would say is using a lot of reference. Getting as many sort of like examples of the kind of place and just orientation and everything that you can, because I do think that has really helped me sort of with like the depth, you know, and getting sort of all that sort of depth. The other biggest thing I would say, and this is a big digital art thing, but you can do it to a certain extent with traditional art, is sort of using the tools to your advantage, right? I use a lot of like, you know, foliage brushes and everything like that, but you know, using like, if you're doing paint, you know, using like when you watch like Bob Ross, you know, he uses like the fan brushes or like the very soft brushes, because those give a certain texture to help out. If you're trying to like draw and line everything by hand and like be very individual, you know, digitally or traditionally, it's just gonna be a lot. And last but not least, I would say a lot of like how your colors work. A big thing is sort of like the fading into the background. And what's really interesting is that on a lot of cases, if there's not a shadow, it gets like lighter and desaturated the further away from you it gets, and obviously less detailed, right? So making sure that not everything is the same level of detail is very helpful. I achieved that effect in a really baby cheaty way, where I will draw them and then I use like Gaussian blur or stuff like that to get like my backgrounds. And I definitely cheat a lot with the Outcast backgrounds just because they are my least favorite part. They're difficult, and they take a long time to get to the level that I'm finally at now. But they do take a while. And so I will say I do a lot more cheating than I would do if I was like trying to do something really nice. I think the nicest backgrounds I've done were for the Wirt fan art and the Leos fan art. Those ones were much less cheaty than Outcast ones are. Outcast there's a lot of copy paste, because I'm really just trying to go.
Just doing our best.
Yeah, just trying to get it done. But yeah, I think that's all my My tips. I highly recommend, you know, going on YouTube and watching some stuff.
Where are the colors?
Didn't I use a background as a painting with? So, if you mean what I think you mean, in the Ace Attorney AU, there are a few pictures that adorn the Jakar and Co. law office, and they are the backgrounds from Outcast. So, if this is another tip, this is specifically for comic drawing, though. I highly recommend for a comic to draw the background on its own. Draw the background on its own, and then you can like take it and implement it when needed in certain places. So I can copy and paste for a lot of areas, because at least when you're outside, the angles don't nearly matter as much. Solely because, and again, I'm talking, this is like cheat level, like save yourself some work when you're drawing a comic. This is not for like individual sort of illustrations. But because when you're outside, just you as a like people in general, definitely don't sort of think about the landmarks, I guess, as much, versus if you're in a room and like you're both on the bedside but you're facing each other, like more people are gonna pick up on that. It's just sort of like easier to notice. But if you don't have any like specific like trees or something like that outside, it's a lot harder to use. But so yes, I do, because all of those backgrounds, the really nice backgrounds, are on their own file. I did use them in the sort of paintings of the Ace Attorney AU. And that's just a way to reuse your art and stuff. Just like in the Leos fan art that I did. Words that I can definitely speak.
Words are
He
hard
has a
while
painting.
drawing.
He has a painting that is actually a colored sketch, a slightly more colored version of a sketch that I did during making monsters hot. That's what it was. And he works very well as a background painting because he's blurry and he doesn't need to be, you know, top tier render quality. That was a
On a
lot of
beach.
words. I hope
This is
something helped.
sand.
It's so funny that sand is almost nearly the grass color.
It's pretty damn close. I'd say it's a little more on the yellow hue.
Yeah, the grass is usually pinker. So, yeah, my experience with coloring, I mean, it's one of those harder things where it is something like, I normally color, you know, I don't not color. It's part of doing your own art. Having Mars do any coloring is like a blessing, you know. I'm like bougie artist now that I have someone else doing my coloring
Oh
for
yeah,
me.
she can outsource.
Yeah, exactly. And so I won't say I learned very much from the coloring. I will say it definitely always shows I'm always a little out of practice, especially when I'm hurrying. I mean, I remember one time I drew Hotsun after, like, you know, pretty recent after Mars started coloring for the comic. And Mars is like, Ori, I think, aren't his eyebrows like the other color? And I was like, oh shit, you're right. So even Ori can mess up. And that's why reference is important.
References are a lifesaver,
But
guys.
that's what makes it nice, why I do like to be able to draw the characters outside of the comic, because it does allow me to color them. And every once in a while, it's kind of nice when Mars messes up a little bit, because it's like, I get to do some coloring too. Because it is one of the most relaxing parts. I think it's the most time-consuming part, but
It's
it is
definitely
certainly
time-consuming, but it is relaxing.
very
I
relaxing.
definitely agree there. Okay, so I'm just making my fire a little more fiery, clearly.
It's so funny. Okay, Mars,
Mhm.
question. If you could, because you also know voice actor names a lot better than I do. If you could pick your ideal cast for the Outcast Boys, who would voice who?
Okay, I definitely want Alejandro Saab to do Ferrex for sure. Hands
Yes!
down. He just
Oh,
has that
this is
chaotic
so good.
energy about him, but he also does the emotional moments
Oh
really
yeah,
well
it would
too.
be really good.
Like
It'd be
the
really,
dude
really
has
good.
got range. He sounds so good. I could see him very easily as Ferrex. Hmm. Oh man. I miss Billy Comet so much. I would have made him Milano.
Give me what? Give me a.
Gallo.
Oh, ooh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I miss him.
I can see that though.
But I also think there are other options for Milano too. Like, I'm trying to think. There's another voice actor. His name's escaping me. I'll come back to Milano in a moment. Hudson? I'll say this. I feel like Johnny Young Bosch could do Sinnit pretty well. Because
Ooh,
Sinnit definitely has those emotional moments, but then he's also got like this playfulness about him too. But then he's also got a serious nature as well.
I
So
like that.
I could see that working. We're gonna make a deep night sky. It's late at night and they can see the stars. Let me think. It's also like trying to remember names off the top of my head.
Oh, even if you give a roll.
Another very chaotic energy type of person. Max Middleman. I'm just thinking about how he did Ito from Genshin Impact. That to me is like one of the best performances I've heard from him. I'm trying to think of other performances I've heard with him in it. This is the problem. I don't watch too much dub. So, like, I know some voice actors, but it's few and far between. I wonder. Okay, I hope this isn't a cop-out. But maybe the English voice actor for Edward Elric as Hotson. He, like, in the series, sometimes he has this very analytical persona to him, and I could see that translating pretty well. I wish I could remember his name. Same guy who played Tamaki in Orin High School Host Club.
Oh,
Dub.
yeah. Oh, but yeah.
But less that personality.
Yeah.
Obviously.
The voice, not the person.
The voice, not the character.
The voice, not the person. That's fine, Jamie. Happy to have you.
Honestly, for Aster, I could see Leos's current voice actor doing him. Because he is the most recent one I could think of that has that monotone sound.
I love.
But then also picks the moments where he can sound excited. And I feel like that just suits Aster to a T.
Is it then a cop-out if I want Prosy D to be Olaf?
I don't think it's a cop-out.
I feel like that would be great.
I don't think it's a cop-out at all.
I think he would be great as Olaf.
Okay, and now we need some trees. Some very tall trees. Boom. 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 Boom.
You didn't come back to Milano.
Oh shit. Who would I get for Milano? Who did I originally say?
Gallows voice actor.
Yeah. Oh man, that would have been so good. I miss Billy Kometz, guys.
Yeah.
I still have not rewatched Promare since his passing.
Oh.
I should watch it again. He was just so good
He was
at
very
that.
good.
Okay, let's see.
I'm just trying to think of voices I've
I'm
heard.
trying to also think of voices I've heard recently that I've really liked. Like, I might not have the voice actor.
I mean, I love Gojo's English VA, but I feel like that would be a better Everett.
That would be a better Averick, because at least with Gojo, there was more taunting going
Yeah,
on.
I feel like to me that's like an Everett.
Yeah. That's an Everett trait. Like, oh, what's the matter?
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing. I have not heard Ghetto's English voice actor, so
He always speaks a lot softer, though, just in general. So I don't feel like it would do what, yeah.
Yeah, no. Let me see. So, I'm also trying to think back to other stuff we watched, like Psyche K and
yeah, I'm literally trying to think of anything I've watched in English and just think about it.
Maybe Fakir's voice actor.
Ooh.
Because I feel like, you know, it's the right range, it's the right, like, tone of voice. You have to change the performance, less serious.
Yeah. I can see it, though. I can see it. So, Pastry Puff, if you want to know about Everett, Everett is heavily inspired by Zuko from Avatar The Last Airbender and Hunter from the Owl House.
Yes.
So think that, but then we wrote him. I feel like that's the best.
The wayward soul, yes.
Yeah. The info you could get. Opinion improved. I mean, you're not going to like him at first, you know? That's the goal.
Yeah. No, you most definitely will not like him at first.
Also Fakir. Fakir's big Everett vibes.
Oh, definitely.
The reverse Sasuke.
Ori hated him when she first started watching.
Okay, yeah. I've talked about this briefly before, I think. But, so, there's a lovely older anime. It's called Princess Tutu. It's really, really good. And if you like little fairy tale and kind of magical girls where they specifically don't actually fight stuff, they just, like, do, like, kind of therapy, basically. It's really good. Okay, and it's has a lot of basis in like fairy tales and stuff like that, and it's just really
like
nice.
Classic fairy tales,
but it's definitely really cool. Like it's heavily like fully based around the Nutcracker, but also there's like Hansel and Gretel and a bunch of other like themes in there. But basically, this technically a main character. He doesn't start out as seeming like he's a main character, but he's like the supporting main character by the end. Like you don't realize that.
He steps into a bigger role as the series.
And he is my favorite character. His name is Fakir. Bless you.
Goes on. Oh, that was a cough. I'm losing my voice.
No. Go eat lozenges.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right back, guys. Sorry. Enjoy my pretty background. That's panel 1 done.
Yes, look at it. All right, beautiful. And basically, he is a massive dick at the beginning. I hated him so much. I did not like him at all. I was like, no. Why is he doing this? Hated him. Literally, end of series. I'm like, Fakir, my boy, my man. Good night, Mason. Thanks for hanging out. And I'm like, Fakir, I love you. Favorite character. Oh, amazing. I love Fakir so much. So I call it the reverse Sasuke. And the reason I call it the reverse Sasuke is because when I first started watching Naruto, I watched it kind of late, so I knew that everybody like hated Sasuke and that like Sasuke was like a bastard and everybody hates Sasuke. And I'm watching it and I'm like, yeah, like he's classic edgy boy, but I don't hate him. And then he did what Sasuke did, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, I see why we hate Sasuke. I see the Sasuke hate. I understand now. And so that's why I call the Fakir the reverse Sasuke, because I hated Fakir at the beginning. But now I'm like, oh, no, I love Fakir. He's great. Yeah, so maybe you'll like Everett then, Pastry Puff. Maybe then Everett will be your favorite character.
Shit, I have to turn my headphones down.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's not you. I was literally... So, guys, my throat lozenges are in a hall closet a little bit ways away from my room. Like, you exit my room, you go down a hallway, turn left, boom, there's a closet. I could hear mumbling, like, type voice. I'm like, did my parents leave the TV on? What is that? And then I hear Ori say something like, kind of Ori-like, and I'm like, wait a sec, are those my headphones? So I come back to check, and I'm like, oh my god, my headphones are so fucking loud. I could hear them in my hallway.
I love that, though. Something Ori-like.
No, it's like, that's what clued me in.
An Oriism, yeah.
That's how I knew.
Reverse Fakir.
Oh, this throat lozenge feels so good.
Good. Yeah, don't lose your voice. We need it.
You need it. I need it.
I said we. I said we.
I got an internship to work at.
Everybody needs Mars's voice. But yes, we like, I don't think that Hunter is my favorite Owl House character, but I do like him. Zuko,
I don't call him my favorite.
Nobody can beat Sokka in my heart from Avatar.
Ori loves her dumbass.
I have a type, okay? I'm dating him. What series were we talking about just now? It was called Princess Tutu. It's an anime. I like the dub. I've only seen the dub, not the sub.
It's a very good series,
it's a good
you guys.
Dub. It's 2 seasons. It's definitely an older anime, but it's very, very nice. And if you want a link to a place where you can watch it, I can DM people. Arg.
You will question why the main character has 2 horrible friends, but they don't stick around for very long, which is good.
They're like the comic relief. They're not really much else.
Yeah.
They're not the focus.
But it's always one of those things, like, this is kind of a pet peeve of mine when you have, like, okay, the character's comic relief, but then it's also like, why does comic relief equate to being a dick?
Yeah.
It's like...
I write it off.
They do funny things. They do have funny moments, but then they just do something heinous.
I write it off as it's like a 90s anime.
Yes, a 90s anime before writing was invented.
It's more like one of those things where it's like, you know, even when you look at art and stuff, like it's just very different what you do and what you like, and you know,
So
and
true.
how it works out. And I mean, even look at like dubs, you know, just like people used to be elitist about watching the subtitle version solely because it almost always was better, because you just didn't have the dub quality that we have today. And now it's like solely preference and kind of if you need to watch it right now or not, because the dub didn't always for a while
Come out at the same time.
Yeah, that's a
For
much
on
more
time.
recent thing that's been happening. That it's like one episode later is like kind of nuts.
It's one of those things where dubbing studios realize that dubs make big bucks. So
Yeah.
now they're willing to invest in it and make them good.
Okay, I don't know what's up with this finger, so I will have to fix it.
Oh, my cat has come to say hello, everybody.
There it is.
We have our Misty Bomb.
All right. I'm gonna guess I don't think Mars is gonna be able to finish this tonight.
We'll see.
All right.
You know, there's some panels where it's just the night sky.
This is very true.
The paint bucket tool is a thing.
And you already drew the constellations.
Exactly. Which may work against me, but whatever. We'll try.
In a way, yes.
You know, I'm gonna do what I can.
We might have to still end a little early, though.
Oh, man.
Or he
Oh,
has
dear.
to wake up way too early tomorrow.
Oof. How early are we talking?
5:30. Yeah.
That's rough, buddy.
The traffic going to the place that I have to be is just real bad. It's not even far. It's just horrific traffic.
Ooh. I'm so terribly sorry.
It's okay. The day itself should be rather easy.
Well, that's good. That actually works out because I have one material I need to finish making for my client tomorrow. So, look at that.
Beautiful. Okay. So I don't even know how this finger is supposed to work. So I'm just kind of not going to do it right now.
A logical conclusion.
Yep.
I'm just so happy that I found the throat lozenges. Like, guys, we had one of those industrial size bags and we finished it up recently. And I was like, oh, there has to be like one or two hidden in here somewhere because I have not picked up more yet. And luckily, I found a secret hidden bag of them. I was like, yes.
That's
and it
good.
was unopened. Cries of
Keep it in your
joy.
room.
Yeah, right? I'm the one who's going to be needing them the most.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh.
get me wrong. I love working in a school, but it is a petri dish.
So guys, this is actually really funny. I didn't really keep a lot of throat lozenges around the house at my house before. And then Mars started having a couple times, and there was one time, I don't even remember why, but there was one time where definitely I wasn't losing my voice, but my throat was kind of scratchy. And my dad was like, "Hey, I'm going out. Do you need anything?" And I'm like, "Can you just pick up some lozenges, please? Like, just honey or lemon? Like, I don't really care. That, please."
Just
And
something
then,
soothe the throat.
so he did, and I still have that bag that he got me that first time.
Noise.
But that's what I've given Mars. I like have it, and she's a little like she'll scream at the anime, and then she'll be like, and I'll be like, "You want one?" And she's like, "Yes."
I'm
please."
trying to remember what I screamed at. I think someone died.
No, I don't ever think it was actually a death.
I thought it was Jujutsu Kaisen.
Well, yeah, but it might have been Gojo
Oh,
being sealed.
I was screaming over Blonde Bitch Boy living.
Yes,
That's why
what
I
it was.
lost
See,
my
it wasn't a
voice.
death.
I was furious.
Yeah, that one was. Whew. No.
No. After all that hard work, he still crawled away.
Yeah, terrible.
Bitch.
The bitch, indeed.
Oh, well, he's dead now.
He finally. Not soon enough.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, it was Mahito who did him in, and not Blonde Bitch Boy.
Yes.
If it had to be anyone, I'm glad it was someone who actually mattered and was powerful.
Yes. But still, you know.
I know. Make his shrine in his honor.
I
You
mean,
have
I
the
have
figure
him.
now.
I have him. He's there with
Exactly.
Vash. I pat their heads in the morning. Also, Wolfwood got charged to my card, so he's coming.
Nice. Oh, I need to check.
He's a coming. And then I only have Leos left. This is probably the most, like, merch I've had, like, pre-ordered for a while. But I need my
I think
boy.
because there's so many good characters out now.
Literally,
Like,
I
they're
got
just so
Nanami
good.
because he was on sale. Like, I had wanted him, but I was like, no, Ori, like, save your money. And then he was on sale when I pre-ordered Leos, and I was like, fine, I'll do it. It's good.
It's like, I can justify this. It's okay.
Like,
it's fine.
Okay, I'll take it. It's for reference for 3D modeling, okay?
Exactly. You know, it's just a little treat.
Yeah.
A little treat. That's all.
I really hope they come out with more Leos, though, and not just Nendroid. Like, I pre-ordered the Nendroid, but, like, please. I will buy every Leos merch, please.
And anyone who likes Pop-Up Parade, there's a survey going around right now on Good Smile where they are taking requests for new characters you want to see. You can put in 3 characters you would most like to see.
Oh,
I'm trying to remember who I put. I think I put Thorfinn from season 1 of Vinland Saga because the ruffle, the scoundrel design is just peak. It's great. I'm sorry, I missed the scoundrel design. That's why I haven't watched season 2 yet. I know he goes through a character change. I know it's like one of the best in history, but god damn it, that scoundrel design, fantastic. I think I did put Leos from Dungeon Meshi because I was thinking of you, Ori.
Oh, thank you.
And then what did I put as my third choice? I put someone from like my favorites list, but I gotta remember who it was. Because it also had to be someone who hasn't been made yet, right?
Yeah.
So who did I do? It was Vinland Saga. Oh, I did Kyakimaru from Dororo. Because I would totally have a figure of him. Because he's really cool. And I'm also realizing I could have put Joe from Megalobox, and now I'm kicking myself. Why didn't I do that?
Tisk Mars.
Missed opportunity.
Missed
opportunity
indeed.
But if you guys wish, the option is there. Go fill out the surveys. I think, if I remember correctly, they're also doing a giveaway of sorts if you fill out the surveys.
Yes, they are doing a giveaway. I'm here on the website.
Multiple perks.
That's fine.
This is not sponsored by Good Smile.
Yes, we just like.
We're just obsessed.
The anime, and they make the good stuff, you know?
Yep. It's them good figures.
No, honestly,
okay, these trees are pretty low.
The other big thing I really want another round of Edgeworth and Phoenix pop-up parades because I missed the first one, and I'm just like, no, please.
We'll get it. It'll be okay.
Also, like every time I look at the pop-up parade, they show me beautiful $230 Natsu. Hello.
That is not pop-up parade. That has to be Figma.
It is pop-up parade. It's just really massive.
Pop-up? Oh, okay.
It's XL. He's just I was like, massive.
Pop-up parade is never that expensive.
No, he's just literally massive.
Okay. He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's XL. And I'm just like, please, my boy.
Need the boy.
Hey, me. We're all me. I also always debate the Lloyd Forger one, but I don't know what it is about it.
One.
But it's just not exactly it. Like, I don't know why, but it's just not. It's not fully it. I can't tell. It's something with the face. It's just not it. Just like how the Natsu one.
Well, the face is half the charm of the character. If that's no good, then it's no good.
Exactly. Oh, look at Mars's lovely drawings.
I know, right? A 7-year-old couldn't do better.
What was that? That one Bluey episode gets me. The one about drawing,
yeah.
and then the mom, and I'm just like, oof.
Just
I cry
stop.
at that one a lot.
And me.
That one just whew, hits right in the feels in like 8 different ways.
It sometimes Bluey just goes for the throat emotionally.
Yeah, it really does. It really
Just
does.
like, ow.
Good night, Pastry Puff. Thanks for
Night,
hanging.
Pastry Puff. Always a pleasure. I'm gonna have another throat lozenge. I'll treat myself.
A tiny bird pokes a man's band-aid.
It's not a band-aid, it's a fire.
I like how okay, my favorite thing about this role reversal is there's 2 options on chat's responses to Mars drawing it. One is, this is the best shit I've ever seen. Best comic panels. It's amazing. They look great. Top tier. And stupid, haha funny, deranged band-aid poke. It's hilarious to me.
Are band-aids brown, guys? I mean, some of them can be. They do make brown band-aids. That was a bad question.
That is a newer
Would you
thing.
stack multiple band-aids on top of each other? There we go.
You
How about that?
crisscross them sometimes.
Would a band-aid be on fire?
Hopefully not.
I
Okay.
feel like you got bigger problems if it is.
This finger is going to have to be dealt with another time. It's indicating pain because of the poke. Why is Aster being so rude to this giant man?
I don't know.
Okay, I gotta
Oh, I
say,
guess because I made the sand skin colored.
yeah, I will say,
Oh, I see the through line.
suit vest Ferrix is pretty top fucking tier.
Everyone looks good in a suit vest.
And that's
Like,
why I
there's
did that.
No arguing that.
Yeah, exactly. Or a blazer. Those are also good
Yes.
options.
Pantsuit also very good.
What does that's like a chicken nugget short with slushy where it's like just people in suits. Everyone looks good in suits.
Yes.
You want your character to be hot, put him in a suit.
Put him in a suit. I mean, hey, Nanami,
Yeah, really though.
you made it work. Lloyd,
Dylan came in and he saw Nami and he's he's great, except he has the ugliest tie in human history. And I'm like, yeah, you know, sometimes you just gotta accept the good with the bad.
it's his wild side. Let
Yeah.
him explore. He was beaten down by the corporate system.
His weird funky cheetah print tie.
Iconic. Oh, I actually ran into an old friend today who loves anime. And they were going on like, oh, there's nothing good out this season. It's kind of meh. And I was like, well, first I was stupid. And I told them about something else before telling them about the really important one. But then when I got home, I texted them and said, Dungeon Meshi,
Thank you.
watch it. I
A,
wasn't going to let you down.
a streamer that Dylan and I watch mentioned it and was like, it's good, everybody go watch it. I'm like, yes, please. Thank you. Go watch it.
There's a YouTuber that I watch and he also said that. I was like, oh, so good.
Like, thank you. Give it all the likes. Let me get all of the seasons. Let me get the entire thing animated, please.
You know, at the pace they're going, they probably will. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah. I have to like reference exactly in the books where we're kind of at.
I think we're at least at book 3. When did Kabaru get introduced?
I thought it was early. He's in the other books too. I have to check. And then Mars
breathed
died.
Wrong. I breathed wrong.
She breathed wrong.
There was some saliva in that breath.
That's the worst.
Ow.
Isn't that? I hate that. I hate when suddenly your body's just like, and now you die. Just cause.
Yeah.
Just cause I feel like it. And it's like you were breathing
you
fine
screwed up
2 seconds
somehow,
ago.
and now I shall punish you.
Yeah, and it's like, wait. What do you mean? Alright, though. I think this is where we will be wrapping up as Mars finishes up on this one background here. Lovely.
I'm just cleaning it up a bit.
Forest background. Getting sick again, Mars? No.
Oh God,
Not
don't
getting
wish
sick.
anything on me.
No,
No,
we
no,
need
no,
her.
no. My kiddos have been sick all week, and I am doing my damnedest to stay healthy.
Go to bed. All
It
right.
is all zinc and orange juice for me.
Yes. So with that, guys, thank you all so much for hanging out with us on this just random, chill comic night.
I think we'll continue this next week.
Yeah, we'll probably do one more of this to finally finish it up, and then
1, 2, 3, 4.
you'll definitely
5,
finish it next time. There's no
6,
question.
7 panels.
And
yeah,
then you have to
we
add
got
all the bubbles, and then we're good. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for hanging out, and we hope to see you all on
Thursday.
Thursday. Yes.
For drawing.
For
and
Kaz, yes, for Kaz's art prompts. That is the whole thing.
And that's always a fun time.
Always a fun time. We got 3 of them. I will. Oh, amazing dichotomy. Fantastic. Beautiful. All right. You have to tell me next time that we will see you on a Thursday, okay? As soon as you know.
Yes.
Oh, it's fully changed
schedule
now.
change.
Oh, well then, Mars, you have to tell me what days you actually have to go to class.
The 15th. That's the one day I gotta go to class.
Okay, awesome. Well, we'll schedule stuff for the other 2 Thursdays after that. But, all right. I unplugged my headphones.
Ah, that's why it sounded different.
I have replugged in my headphones.
Welcome back.
All right then. Awesome dichotomy. Great. Perfect. Sounds good. We'll make it happen then. So,
All
good
right.
night, everybody. And we will see you
Night
all
all.
on Thursday.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you
Oh,
soon.
I forgot the ending. Thank you to our YouTube channel members. Woo!
Yes, thank you.
As they
You are all
scroll
real
by,
ones, and we appreciate
You
you.
are all the realist. And there they all are. All right. Good night.